So without further ado, let's begin with our first speaker from Spain. It is my pleasure to welcome Javier Eco, who is representing FECIT, which is the Spanish Foundation for Science and Technology. Javier is also the NCP for MSCA in Spain. Now, quickly, I'll hand over the floor to you, Javier, but let's start the screen first. I think the screen is there for you to start your presentation. Over to you, Javier.
Okay, so thank you very much for the invitation, and I'm going to put my alarm clock on because if we start directly with the presentation, you will be sharing the slides, right? Yeah, okay. So the first thing that I wanted to highlight is that looking at, Spanish institutions are very, very active in this program, particularly in MSCA in general, but particularly in MSCA Postdoctoral Fellowships. So next slide, please. Just looking at the results of the previous call of MSCA 2024, you can see that we presented quite a lot of proposals, but we also obtained quite a lot of proposals. Next slide. So actually, we got 221 funded PEFs in 2024, which meant that we were the first country within the EU 27, within the European Union. And basically speaking, in terms of success rate, and next slide, and also the distribution among the different panels, we basically not only participate a lot, Spanish institutions not only participate a lot, but also they perform basically, let's say, in the average numbers that you would expect in MSCA. You have there a list of let's say, the top awardees of this 2024 calls, but we will be focusing on several institutions which have made the effort of putting together specific expressions of interest, looking for postdoctoral candidates to prepare proposals for 2025. And it's going to be a lot of information. You will see it's very heavy slides, but as you will be receiving afterwards the presentations, you will be able to browse around with all the information that have been put together by all of these institutions. So next slide, we are going to be starting with one of Spain's oldest university, located in the beautiful city of Salamanca. It's the University of Salamanca, dating back from the 13th century, a medieval university, which of course is generalistic. They have quite a significant experience in MSCA. You can see there a few examples of projects that they have obtained recently, not only of PF, but also co-fund postdoctoral projects. And basically they are offering expression of interest in any of the research slides, which you can browse through the link that has been prepared there. In case you are interested in any of these possibilities, you have the service of the European Project Office and their contact there in order to facilitate the connection with potential supervisors if you find a hosting group which is aligned with your expertise. Next slide. From there, we move to one of the universities that we will be seeing today from the region of Andalusia. In this case, it's the University of Jaén. It's also a university with a significant experience in being awarded with MSCA PF. So you can see there links to projects that have been previously funded, and also specific hosting offers that have been prepared by research groups in specific areas such as chemistry, information science and engineering, and environmental and geosciences, social sciences, and humanities. But also on top of that, you have a link basically to the different research departments that are currently ongoing and active within the university. So if you actually find anything which is of interest, again, you have the contact of the International Project Office there, which can help you facilitate the connection with either the published hosting offers that you can find on their website, or any other research department that you find within the university. You can see there that apart from that, they are active in supporting the applicants in the preparation of the proposals. So if Jaén, the University of Jaén, sounds like a suitable destination for you, please don't hesitate to contact Nieves Muñoz. Next slide. We still remain in Andalusia. In this case, we go to Sevilla. Probably it rings bells to many of the people in the audience. So if you like sunny weather, if you like good food, and you're interested in flamenco, apart from having a wonderful and high level research, postdoctoral research experience, this could also be a destination for you. It's a university which is also very successful in obtaining MSCA postdoctoral fellowships. You can see there that they have obtained 22 in the previous calls of Horizon Europe. They offer a very significant amount of support in the preparation of the proposals. So they have coaching and advising programs. And like in the case of Jaén, there you can browse through the different departments, research departments that are currently active within the university. But particularly in this 2025 call, you have expressions of interest from the departments of stomatology, from applied physics, from pharmacology, from organic chemistry, nursing and physiotherapy, medical physiology, and physical education. But like in the case of the previous slides, you have the contact of the International Project Office in the slide. So if you find or you are aware of any other research group apart from these ones, which could be a suitable host for your postdoctoral fellowship, please don't hesitate to contact them. So next slide, please. We go now to Madrid, to the oldest and largest university in the region of Madrid. It's the Universidad Complutense. Also, a very, very experienced university in MSCA program. So you can see there that more than 40 MSCA individual fellowships and postdoctoral fellowships awarded along the last 10 years. You have several examples there that you can browse in Cordis, and you can see that they are from very different fields of knowledge, from history to photoactive metal organic frameworks, and also to physics, and well, very varied. You have more than 250 hosting offers currently collected by within the university that you can browse through a specific link that you find there in the slide. And you will count with the support of the European Office of Research and Development, which supports the applicants with specific guides, with specific documentation, and also with proposal review services for any of you who prepare a proposal with Universidad Complutense de Madrid as a host. So next slide. And from a very successful university to yet a very, very, very successful university, again in the region of Madrid, in the region of Andalusia, I mean. This would be the University of Granada. You can see that they have quite an amazing track record of proposals awarded along the first years of Horizon Europe, with almost 50 projects being funded since 2021. And this year, they have also collected a number of specific hosting offers, which cover basically all fields of science, all the panels awarded. Currently, when they prepared this slide, they had 77 expressions of interest that you can consult in the website, which is specifically dedicated for this. And this is part of the services that the Office for International Projects offers to any potential applicant of Marie Curie. You can see there they also, apart from facilitating this contact with potential supervisors, they also prepare workshops for writing the proposals. They also offer reading and mentoring services, and they also offer quite a number of documents and resources based on the successful applications that they have obtained already. And all of this basically to support all of any potential candidate interested in going to the University of Granada to implement their MSCA APF. So next slide, please. Now we're going to go to Catalonia, to the northeastern part of Spain, in the Mediterranean coast, near to the Pyrenees Mountains. First, we go to the Instituto de Investigación Biomédica de Girona, in the city of Girona in Catalonia. And here, what they are looking for is for postdoctoral researchers interested in integrating into multidisciplinary teams of researchers and clinicians, and basically following experimental and computational approaches. And particularly, there are two expressions of interest of two high-level research groups currently active in the center. On one hand, we have the Integrative Systems Medicine and Biology group, directed by Dr. Jordi Maineris Perxax, who is looking for potential postdoctoral researchers interested in relationship of the gut microbiome with different things, with depressions of anxiety, with Alzheimer's, with cognitive declines, with food addictions. And you can see there in the left side that you have a number of, apart from the details of the research lines where they're proposing the possibility of preparing one of these PFs proposals, the links to relevant literature, which could give you an idea of the kind of project or proposal that you could be working in the case of the group of Dr. Maineris Perxax. On the other hand, we have Dr. Olga Tura-Theide from the Translational Research Group on Cardiovascular Respiratory Disease. In this case, they are looking for candidates to work within the framework of a project focused on let's see if I can read this correctly, endothelial dysfunction and cardiovascular risk in long COVID. So they are more than open to discuss any kind of research topic within this framework. And for that, you have the contacts directly of Dr. Olga Tura on one hand, and also of Dr. Jordi Maineris on the other one. But you also have the contact in the bottom of the slide of the international office, which can help you also with a number of services on the pre-award phase and also on the post-award phase. And next slide. We stay in Barcelona and also another research center. I mean, we stay in Catalunya and another research center, but in this case, it's Hospital del Mar in Barcelona. In this case, what we have is a hospital active in research, and particularly in the research lines that you can see there, biomedical informatics, cancer, epidemiology, public health, neuroscience, translational clinical research. And you have a number of projects that you can also check there with the potential supervisors. And most importantly, again, a nice portfolio of support services for any postdoctoral researcher wanting to prepare a proposal hosted in this research center. They offer startup meetings. They have quite a number of ad hoc resources and documents. They have proposal editing services, mentoring, and they support basically with the preparation of the project. So next slide, we go back to universities and we go back to Madrid. Previously, we were in the oldest one, and now we go to the youngest public university, but youngest doesn't mean small. We have 5 campuses. We have more than 45,000 students participating and more than 143 research groups active in the university. They're also access members, so they can provide support with mobility issues, and they also have the HR Excellence Award, which highlights that their HR practices are aligned with the Charter and Code of with the Charter of Researchers and the Code of Conduct. In this case, they have collected 41 specific lines of research which are offering expressions of interest for this call. But most importantly, in the month of June, they will be having a matchmaking event. So if you are thinking of Madrid as a possible destination, you can look for the information, contact the research office there, and participate in this matchmaking event, which will take place very soon and will help you match with these research lines that they have. Next slide. We have now the University of Santiago de Compostela, also in the in the region of Galicia. So now we're in the northeastern part of the Iberian Peninsula in the Atlantic coast. And in this case, I highlight, or we have received the highlights, the expressions of interest of 3 research centers which are connected to the University of Santiago de Compostela. You have the Center of Research in Molecular Medicine and Chronic Diseases. You have the Inter-University Research Center for Cultural Atlantic Landscapes, and you have the Institute of Psychology of the University of Santiago de Compostela. You have there all the specific research groups that have made expressions of interest for this call, and you also have links to these expressions of interest in the website. So next slide. Without moving away from Galicia, we also have the second of the 3 universities that we will be seeing from this region today. It's the University of Da Coruña. in case you don't know it, Coruña is a city with a maritime history and a maritime legacy and unique cultural charm. They have collected, like the rest of the institutions, a number of around 20 expressions of interest of basically covering also all scientific panels. You can access them through that QR code that you have available in the slide. And again, I would like to highlight the specific support measures that they will be offering to the candidates. They offer a number of services, let's say on the pre-award state for the preparation of the proposals, including writing workshops, but also they are quite active in supporting on the post-award phase for those who have obtained the funding. And my alarm clock has sounded, but I'm almost finishing. So next slide. We have a research center also in the northern region of Madrid, in this case in the Basque Country, in the region of Vizcaya. And you can see there that it's a center which is a collaboration of the Basque University, the Basque Country University and the Spanish Research Council, which is focused on physical and chemical processes underlying biological and diseases. And this is a research center with cutting-edge infrastructures and facilities. And you have there the fields or the lines of research in which you could try to include a postdoctoral, a PF proposal. Next slide, please. University of Malaga, and I'm getting to the end now. In the case of the University of Malaga, would be another university in the region of Andalusia, in this case in Costa del Sol, probably also rings some bells. And like in previous cases, they have collected several specific expressions of interest that you can explore through the links provided, but also you have access to the research portfolio of the entire university and the contacts for the European office, which can support the preparation of these proposals. Next slide. Mediterranean coast, in this case, near Valencia, Universidad de Alicante, and again, a generalistic university with a track record of success projects funded that you can explore through the information provided in the slide, and basically covering all knowledge areas. A number of research lines which are highlighted for this 2025 call that you can see there in the right side of the slide. But again, we invite you to contact the International Project Office, and you have the emails available in the slide. First, to inquire to make the match with a research line, but also to get informed of the very wide portfolio of services provided to applicants and beneficiaries of MSCA. You can see there that they have they facilitate the connection between fellow and supervisor, administrative support, proposal drafting, and also on the post-award phase, everything that has to do with the management of the project. And last but not least, final slide, the third university of the region of Galicia, and also connected with the very active and high-level research centers that exist in connection with the Galician universities. Again, you have different research centers that you can explore easily when you have with the slides. Also links to specific expressions of interest within each of these research centers, and central contact, which will facilitate everything on the University of Santiago de Compostela, basically to help you with the pre-award phase, but also with the post-award phase. And that's my final slide. Thank you very much for the time provided.